Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library and welcome to Rockin Storytime. Let's start out by clapping our hands. Can you clap your hands along with me at home? You think you could do that? Here we go. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing hello. Great job, everyone. Now we're gonna stomp our feet. I know you can't see my feet, but here are my knees. 1, 2. Ready? We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we stomp and sing hello. Good job, everyone. That was wonderful. At the library this week, we are celebrating Reduce, Reuse, Recycle. So I thought for today, our word could be reuse. So that's when we take something that we might normally throw away when we're done with, we find a new way to use it. Can you think of anything that you can do that with? Maybe when you're done with a flower pot, you put another flower in it instead of buying a whole new pot for your new flower. What's something else that you can reuse? How about your clothing? When you grow out of your clothing, do you throw it away? If it's still good, you can pass it down to someone else in your family, or you can donate it so that someone else can use it. Those are great ways to reuse. So that's going to be our word of the day today, reuse. Can you say that at home? Reuse. That's right. So we're going to use it for our bread and butter rhyme. For our bread and butter, we clap our hands and then clap our knees. Can you keep that rhythm with me? Clap our hands, clap our knees. Clap our hands, clap our knees. Good job. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say reuse as fast as we can. Reuse, 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 reuse. Ooh. Reuse, 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 reuse. How are you doing at home? Reuse, 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 reuse. Pretty good. All right, let's try another one. Are you ready? Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say reuse as slowly as we can. Reuse. Good job. Should we try that again? Ready? Let's start with our R noise. Reuse. And there's a good S noise at the end, isn't there? Reuse. Good job, everyone. All right, here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say reuse as loud as we can. Reuse. Good job. One more. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say reuse as quiet as we can. Reuse. Good job. Let's see what our first book is about reuse. Here we go. This is Fun and Easy Eco Tips, 10 Things You Can Do to Help the World by Melanie Walsh. Let's see what ideas Melanie Walsh has to share with us today. Oh, I remember to turn off the light when I leave the room. That's a great idea. That's something we can all practice, isn't it? Turning off lights and using more efficient light bulbs saves valuable energy. So we can help out just by turning off lights when we leave the room. Can you guess what this might be? What is this that we're looking at? Is that a sink in a bathroom? I try to turn off the tap when I brush my teeth. Oh, every time you do this, you save 18 glasses of water. That's a great tip. That's something we can all do. So when we're brushing our teeth, we can turn the water off and then turn it back on to wash off our toothbrush at the end. And it saves lots of water. I always throw my trash away. That's a great idea. Putting garbage away keeps the world safe and clean. What's this one gonna be? Do you see who's on the page? I will feed the birds in the winter. Feeding the birds helps them get ready for nesting in the spring. Oh, that's a great idea that you don't usually think about. And you know what an easy bird feeder is? Taking an old toilet paper roll, putting peanut butter on the outside and rolling it in bird seed. You can make your own homemade bird feeder. I use both sides of the paper. If everyone did this, it would greatly reduce the number of trees we use to make paper. That's a great idea. Look, they drew on one side, and then when they were done, they didn't throw it away. They used the other side. And when you're done with paper, you can even recycle it. I enjoy making toys from things around the house. Oh, this is another great reuse. So look, they took old boxes, and can you see what they made? They made their own robot. We can reduce lots of things we can reuse lots of things before we throw them away. And here's a great one we can do. And I bet the paper that they use too might even be scraps left over from a past project. What do you see here? Is that a car? I like to walk to school. That one can be tricky this time of year. Avoiding car trips saves gas and cuts down on pollution. Walking is also great exercise. So that can be tricky in the wintertime, but it's always a great idea if something's close by that we see if we can walk or we can bike ride when it's nice out instead of using the car. I can plant seeds and help them grow. Plants help keep the air clean and healthy. I help sort the recycling into cans, glass, compost, paper, and plastic. More than half of the garbage can be recycled. It takes much less energy to recycle something than to replace it with something new. And I do all this because I love my world. The end. Great listening, everyone. Those are all excellent tips on how we can help keep the earth nice and healthy and clean. So I have some songs for us today. One of them has some juice in it. Do you think we can count how many bottles of juice we have here? We have one. Can you count along with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 5 bottles of juice on the wall, 5 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. Now, let's see. How many bottles of juice do we have now? 4 bottles of juice on the wall. Let's count them together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hold up your 4 fingers? Good job. 4 bottles of juice on the wall, 4 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. Now how many do we have? 3 bottles of juice on the wall. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3. 3 bottles of juice on the wall, 3 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. Now how many do we have? 2 bottles of juice on the wall. Let's count them together. 1, 2. Can you hold up your 2 fingers? Good job. 2 bottles of juice on the wall, 2 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. Now how many do we have? Just 1. 1 bottle of juice on the wall, 1 bottle of juice on the wall, 1 bottle of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. No more bottles of juice on the wall. Good job, everyone. That was wonderful. I have one more song for us to learn, and this one's to the tune of London Bridge, and it goes like this. See some litter, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. See some litter, pick it up, keep our ground clean. Is that a good idea? So if we see trash, especially nowadays, when we're not supposed to be touching a lot of trash that's out in the world, a great place to clean up is our own yard. So you can look around your yard and see if there's any trash and pick it up. Do you think we can stand up for this one? Let's see. Do you think you can bend all the way over and pick up on the ground? So we go, see some litter, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. See some litter, pick it up, keep our ground clean. Good job. Let's try that one more time. Are you ready? Do you think you can bend all the way over and touch your toes this time? You think you can touch the ground? Here we go. See some litter, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. See some litter, pick it up, keep our ground clean. Great job, everyone. That was wonderful. Let's go to our last and final story. We have Junkyard by Mike Austin. Let's see what happens in Junkyard. Can you see what's going on in the front? We have two big robots, and what are they doing with all that trash? Are they chewing it up? Let's see. Would you like to eat trash? I think the metal might be a little tricky on our teeth. Let's see. A yard full of junk. Piles of junk. Junk as far as the eye can see. Not even room for one little tree. Oh no. And look at the look on the robots' faces. They look sad. It's time to clean up, to make something new. The munching machines know just what to do. They munch rusty old school buses, cars, and old planes, tugboats and sailboats and anchors and chains. What can you see on the screen? Can you see these school buses? All kinds. They chew broken bed frames, worn out rubber tires, leaky bathtubs, smelly toilets, and miles of tangled wires. They crunch boxcars, jelly jars, crooked airplane wings, and 5 dirty dump trucks filled with curly metal springs. Can you see those dump trucks? Here, let's see if we can find them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. He's eating the 5th one. They chomp messy mounds of shopping carts, picture frames, and bicycles, broken chains, table lamps, and squeaky, rusty tricycles. They slump truckloads of sticky fish oil, barrels of sticky paste, a swimming pool of goopy goo, and tubs of toxic waste. Oh no. Oh look, but the robot seems to be enjoying it. Then they sweep the yard clean from the front to the back until all that remains is one little stack of bubblegum wrappers and a toy train track. Look, they did such a good job cleaning. They're almost all set. Hooray, all clean. It's time for something new. The munching machines know just what to do. What do you think they should do? They have all this new open space. What would you do with all this new open space outside? Let's see what they do. They dig hundreds of holes for hundreds of trees and sow hundreds of flowers for hundreds of bees. And you see? What color flowers do you see here? Oh, and do you see any bees? They're extra small, so they might be hard to see. But we have bees up high, like this one, down low. All around there are lots of little bees helping those flowers grow. They build a playground full of slippery slides, tire swings and tree forts, a sandy beach of volleyball, a soccer field and tennis courts. They dig a lake for splashing and swimming and boating, and Mandated River for fishing and floating. They pile dirt high to make mountains for hiking and long, winding trails for running and biking. Do you like to do any of those things? Let's see, we have hiking and running and biking. Those are all really fun things to do outside. They plant a big garden full of corn and tomatoes, broccoli, carrots, peas, and potatoes. They blow up balloons and mail invitations. Almost done, they say. Hooray! Only one thing left to do. Ready, get set, and play. Can you see all the ways they're playing? Let's see, we have slides over here. We have a jungle gym. Oh, look, they used one of the old buses to build a little tree fort. There's boating and beautiful flowers. Look what a great job they did. The end. Great listening, everyone. I think it's time for us to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Are you ready? Let's all get on our feet. Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, boop, boop. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Good job, everyone. Do you think we can do it a little faster? Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, boop, boop. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. This week, since we are practicing reduce, reuse, recycle, if you live nearby, you can come pick up your grab and go craft, which is made from all items that are left over from our past crafts that we've used to make a dancing giraffe marionette. And also, it comes with some tips on a recycling project that we're working on in town. Well, thank you so much for coming. Do you think we can try one more faster head, shoulders, knees, and toes? I think so. Here we go. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose and boop. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye-bye.